trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Jones throwing on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Kill. No.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To
throw again is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there.
About that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Trying to run it in. It's Richardson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Alert. 55. Mike, 55.
From the gun, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 50's the mark. 50. Alert. I'm coming. Shoot. Alert.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Richardson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 22. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 22 is coming.
Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Russell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Jones. That's complete, right around the 8. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now, Tucker McCann from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McCann's kick up and good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down and 8.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
From the gun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones hit and the ball's out. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
He's coming. Check in. Let's go. 12. It's going to be a long.
They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Richardson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Right here. Shift.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. Jump, 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 jump. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barry. Teen on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
All go special. All go special. 19. 55.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. On first down, Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now it's Carson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Safe. Check 99. 4 down. Good job right there. 56 is the mic. Squeeze, double.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run the counter. Carson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 22, Mike 22. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, They used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now it's Richardson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. 14, got it. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage, back to the 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But now it's 3rd and goal. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Hey, zero. Alert flare. Undercrush. Go right there.
They run with Richardson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, so a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
We got this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.